afternoon, everyone. Welcome to LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for 6th Feb 2023. Starting with the editorial session of today's section. Appointment, Appoint, Disappoint, Revisiting a Dream from the Indian Express, followed by the news update and the legal news. Starting with the editorial session, before that, I really want to tell you that LawSikho hosts a daily quiz based on thorough newspaper analysis of the previous day. Keep an eye on the WhatsApp and the Telegram group respectively 8 a.m. every day, and the quiz is open till 11 a.m. Starting with the editorial section, the Election Commission of India verdict of the Supreme Court comes after a long line of PILs from 2017 to 2022 that flagged of concerns regarding the unilateral power wielded by the executive when it came to appointing election commissioners. Complaint could be raised about the independence of the ECI in recent years. Decision to cancel demonstration during Delta wave only after the PM speech. Its slap on the wrist intervention regarding hate speech. Yet, the solution proposed by the Honorable Supreme Court could become a blowback on the judiciary. Further, there is an unusual amount of tension between the judiciary and the government at the present regarding the appointment of judges at the moment. If the center's claim to discard the basic structure doctrine and its constant attempt at regaining how judges are appointed are considered problematic, then this judicial overreach could also be considered in a very negative light. The mention of phrases in the judgment like unrelenting abuse is also alarming, since no example such unrelenting abuse of its power of ECI have been given in the judgment. Now, coming up to the second editorial section, Revisiting a Dream. Back in 2016, PM Narendra Modi had made public his wish to double the income of farmers by the time India entered the Amrit Mahotsav. Firstly, it is a noble initiative because without increasing the income of the farmers, the high overall growth of India's GDP cannot be sustained. To this end, the government has taken bold steps. For fertilizers alone, the government has allocated a INR 2 lakh crore budget. India's fertilizer prices are USD 70 per ton as compared to US dollar 1000 per ton in the rest of the world. This is an addition to schemes like PM Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana and PM Kisan's INR 60,000 crore budget. However, some government practices have caused more damage than good for farmers as well. Unloading 2.5 metric ton of wheat for the government to buy wheat at MSP, which has lower than the market price, and export limits and stocking limits ban on wheat export harm the farmers and are implicit taxations. Further, the import subsidies that are being given out by the government is also playing havoc with the environment. A lot of states are crying for some rationalization. A way to correct these measures could be green credit could be awarded for growing millets, pulses, and oilseeds. Subsidies or support crops have to be made neutral for the above to take place. Corporates have also entered the field and this has helped farmers. Medicinal plants and soybean growing farmers are getting much payment, which is comparatively higher than the maximum selling prices prevailing in the market. The bottom line is that the government needs to revamp their policies while also accounting for the introduction of new technologies and involving the Auditor General for keeping a tab on how well the policies are being implemented in the individual states. Now, coming up to the news update, US imposes a new round of Iran sanctions. The latest sanctions have been imposed for Iran's participation in oil smuggling. RBI slaps Amazon Pay India with rupees 3.6 crore penalty. The fine has been imposed for non-compliance with certain provision of master directions on prepaid payment instruments dated 27th August 2021. Now, coming up to the third news update, Govind Kumar Sahani bags silver medal at the Stranja Memorial Boxing Tournament. He won it in 48 kg weight class, while India held 8 medals in total, 3 in silver, 5 in bronze. Asian Chess Federation confers Grandmaster B. Gukesh with Player of the Year award. The award was given to him for clinching the gold medal with a record-breaking score of 911 in the 44th Chess Olympiad at Mahabalipuram. Starting with the next news update, nephew Rio said to be the Nagaland's chief minister for record fifth term. Former diplomat, Padma Bhushan awardee Chandrasekhar Das Gupta passes away. He was the Indian ambassador to the European Union, Belgium, Luxembourg, and China. Coming up to the next legal update, mere breach of contract can't be basis for criminal case for cheating. By Honorable Supreme Court in the case of Sarabjit Kaur versus State of Punjab. The apex court held that criminal prosecution could not arise for cheating unless fraudulent or dishonest intention is shown right at the beginning of the transaction. The next news update, Section 256 of the CRPC, not proper to acquit accused merely for non-appearance of complainant who was already examined by Honorable Supreme Court in the case of BLS Infrastructure Limited versus Rajvant Singh. That's all for the today's news update. Stay tuned, keep learning, and take care.